Good morning, student. Here Gopal Srivastava. I am taking your science sub-subject biology. In the last previous classes, I have started the new chapter after the half-yearly examination. The chapter is why do we fall ill? Why do we fall ill? In this chapter, you are known about the what is disease free and what is healthy person. Healthy person and disease free, they are two words and their meaning are different from each other. And how diseases are spread from one person to the another person, what are the vectors, and what is the communicable means infectious and what is non-communicable non-infectious diseases. What is the difference between the infectious and non-infectious diseases, and what is the means of spreading? Means of spreading. Okay, and there are some other ways of entering the pathogen in the skin, inside the body. Inside the body means organ specific, tissue specific manifestation. Organ and tissue manifestation. Okay, in this chapter you are aware about portal related organs and tissue manifestation and non-portal organ and tissue manifestation. There are some signs and symptoms are also indicator by which we can identify what is the sign and symptom. Suppose the diseases target to our liver. What is sign symptoms? Liver, it is digestive tract, means the loss of appetite, abdominal pain, are these symptoms and signs by which we can identify that our liver is going to suffering from the diseases, pathogens. Suppose our brain, the microbes are target to our brains. What is sign and symptoms? The vomiting, headache, meningitis, and unconsciousness are the symptoms, sign or symptoms of our brain. Suppose our lung, target organ is our lung. What is sign and symptoms? Coughing and whooping cough and breathlessness are the symptoms and signs of the lungs. So there are many other signs and symptoms by which a doctor or a experienced person can be identified that the person is suffering from the particular organs. Okay. Now today I will explain your next topic. You know, the next topic means what is the prevention, ways of prevention of the diseases. Suppose any person are suffering from the diseases. When we not cure them, it will be reattack once again. Because why reattack of the diseases? Due to the loss of the bed rest. Okay, loss of bed rest, loss of working days. And suppose doctors ask to me, please do rest for 2 or 3 days. When we not rest properly, then the microbes reattack to our body because our immune system got very weak. So it is always called that prevention is always better than cure. Prevention is always better than cure. So when we prevent and follow the safety and eating the easily digestible foods, so we can overcome from the diseases. So student, today I will discuss about the principle of the treatment. Principles of the treatment. So I am now going to erase this, the previous class topics. Today is the 7th of December, class 9, subject science, sub-subject biology. Subject biology. This topic is PRINCI, principles of treatment. Okay, TREATMENT, principles of treatment. So there are two ways to treatment the infection. Two ways to treatment of infection. You can write down two ways to treatment and to treatment of infection or an infection. First, reduce the effect of disease, killing the microbes. Reduce the diseases and killing of microbes. By killing of the microbes of infectious agents. Microbes means microorganisms which are not seen by our naked eyes. In the reduce the diseases by two ways, means by reducing the diseases without medicine and with medicines. Without medicines and medicines. Okay? So without medicine you can overcome from the diseases from by the rest. Suppose by rest we can overcome from the unconsciousness, from simple headache, from the allergies. Okay, some infection like fever, pain, diarrhea are treatment by taking some medicines. By rest and by taking medicines. Suppose I am going to suffering from fever, then I will be taking the any antipyretic drug. Antipyretic drug. Antipyretic. Suppose anybody is going to suffering from the malaria. Then anti-malarial drug will be taken by the patient. Suppose anybody is going to suffering from the loose motion. The medicine is called in the loose motion, that is called anti-diarrheal drug. Anti-diarrheal, anti-diarrheal drug. And suppose anybody is suffering from sneezing and coughing, sneezing and coughin, then the drug is called anti-allergic drug. So many drugs, medicine are named according to the diseases. Okay, bed rest. Okay, sometimes doctor asks to the patient take the bed rest to overcome from the diseases and get new enthusiasm with new energy, because rest provides the wear and tear of our body, internal organs, bodies, parts, tissues. So rest is also an important points to overcome from the diseases. And second, killing of microbes of infections. You know how microorganisms kills? By taking the antibody. By taking antibody. Antibody is a drug. Antibody also prevent to killing the microorganism by two ways. First are killing to stop the number, increasing their number, or to kill them. To kill them by the stopping their biochemical process inside the body. So antibody is made by bacteria. Means the bacteria kill the other bacteria. This is phagocytosis, called the phagocytosis. So some antibiotics are made from the bacteria, like penicillin. It kills the cell wall of the bacteria, another bacteria, but not damage our cell body. Sulfur drug is used for stop the increasing the number of the microorganisms inside the body. Penicillin is used for the killing the microorganism to penetrate their cell wall of the bacteria. Penicillin. Okay. But student, virus killed by the antibiotic, taking the antibiotic, but so bacteria killed by taking the antibiotic, but virus did not kill by taking any antibiotics, because they know any biogeochemical process itself. It use our biogeochemical process and increase their number. But bacteria have their biogeochemical process and increase their number. So there is no role of antibiotic in the killing of the viruses. Okay, so you will write down about the antibiotics, why antibiotics did not work in the killing of the virus. Okay, all these are given in your book. You will write down this from your NCERT book or any side book. Now, the second topic is prevention. Principle of prevention. Okay, prevention. Prevention is always better than cure. Prevention is always better than cure. Always avoid to using the contaminant food and water. Don't use. So this is prevention. Don't go with bare feet on the soil. Don't eat any fruits, cutted fruits and vegetable without washing. So this is prevention. Cure means when you are suffering from other diseases, be taking medicine, taking rest. So this is called cure, to overcome from the diseases. So it is always said by the experienced doctors, scientists that prevention is always better than cure. Prevention is always better than cure. So general ways of principle is public health measures and personal health measures. General ways of prevention. General ways of prevention. What is general ways of prevention? That is the public health measure. Prevention. First, prevention, PREVEN, prevention. Prevention of overcrowding. CROWD. Prevention of overcrowding. Today's our PM also said, don't go in overcrowding areas. Always follow 1 meter or 6 foot gap between two persons. Wear mask, because overcrowding are very easy to spreading the diseases from one person to the another person. Because some person are going to suffering from the TB, cough, fever, viral diseases. They are spread from one person to another healthy person by sneezing, coughing. Okay? And second is sanitization, using sanitization. Sanitation. SANITATION. Sanitation is clean your surrounding regularly and put off your cow dungs in the pit or in the field. Okay? So proper garbage disposal, sewage disposal, proper garbage disposal, sewer Okay. Sewage disposal, sewage disposal, and cleaning of drains and cleaning, CLEA, cleaning the drains are some proper method, proper places where sanitization is very important, because these are the some places where the germs are arises. So reduce the chances of vector-borne diseases in that proper places, because some vectors like the agent, what is agent? Mosquitoes, cockroach and flies are generally found on these places. Drinking water, personal health measure, nutrition. Drinking, DRIN, drinking water, personal hygiene, and nutrition. Student, you can better understood. Drinking water, always use the boiled water or RO water. Okay. So drinking water must be germ free. So you can use the chlorine tablet, or you can use the RO machine, or you can use the filter, or you can use the boiled water. It will be ensure that your water will be totally germ free. And personal hygiene means proper exercise, proper relaxation, proper go to bed time in the proper time, taking bath. These are some personal hygiene. And the nutrition, take the balanced diet, take the roughage, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrate in the proper amount. Okay. So these are some ways by which we can prevent for any diseases. Okay, you can write down some points, you can read from the book. Some people of India, Indian people are suffering from the main diseases, because the poverty is the main cause, main root of the all diseases. Poverty, गरीबी से इंसान प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिएंट नहीं पा पाता है, प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट नहीं करा पाता है, प्रॉपर सैनिटाइजेशन नहीं हो पाता है, ज्ञान नहीं होता है. So the poverty is the main cause of the nutritional disorder in our country. Okay. Lack of adequate knowledge of balanced diet also cause the different types of the diseases in our body. Okay. So in personal health hygiene, nutrition is the main cause, and second is proper habit, clean food, clean water, clean air. Clean food, air, water and food. It is very important things for a good health. Okay. Now this is the general way. This is the general way of prevention, and second way is the specific way of prevention. Now, second specific way of prevention I will explain in your next online classes. So, write down today's homework. Make notes on principles PINCI PLES principles of treatment. Principles of treatment, principles of prevention, PINCI, principles of prevention. Principles of prevention. Okay. Make notes on principle of treatment, principle of prevention, and learn it. Okay, student, I hope you are all make the proper note about this chapter. Okay, thank you, student. Have a nice day. Read this properly. The prevention is always better than cure. The general ways and the specific way. I will explain specific way in your next online class. Thank you, student. Have a nice day.